Once upon a time, deep inside a lush green forest, 5 frogs were traveling together. The forest was full of tall trees, fresh leaves, and the sweet sounds of birds singing. The frogs were excited because they were exploring a new part of the jungle they had never seen before. They jumped happily from one place to another, talking and laughing as they went along. But suddenly, something unexpected happened. While moving forward, 3 of the frogs didn't notice a large, deep pit hidden under dry leaves. In just a moment, they slipped and fell straight into it. The other 2 frogs stopped immediately and rushed toward the edge of the pit. They looked down and saw their friends trapped inside. The pit was very deep. Its walls were steep, slippery, and almost impossible to climb. The 3 frogs inside were shocked and scared, but they quickly gathered courage and started trying to jump out. They jumped again and again, but each time they slipped back down. From above, the 2 frogs looked worried, but instead of encouraging their friends, they started shouting negative things. "Stop trying!" one of them yelled. "This pit is too deep," shouted the other. "You will never get out of there. It's impossible." Hearing this, one of the frogs inside the pit slowly lost hope. He looked at the high walls, he looked at the distance, and he believed the words coming from above. "They are right," he thought. "This is too hard. I cannot escape." After making a few weak attempts, he stopped trying. He moved to a corner, sat quietly, and gave up. Now only 2 frogs were still trying. They kept jumping with all their strength. They slipped, fell, and got tired, but they didn't stop. Seeing this, the frogs above again shouted loudly, "Why are you wasting your energy? You cannot escape. You will spend your whole life inside this pit." These harsh words deeply affected the second frog, who was still trying. He started doubting himself. "Maybe they are right," he thought. "Maybe this really is impossible." Slowly, his jumps became weaker. His confidence faded. Finally, he stopped trying too. He sat down beside the first frog and accepted his fate. Now only 1 frog remained who was still jumping. Again and again he jumped with full power. He slipped, he fell, he got hurt, but he didn't stop. From above, the 2 frogs became frustrated. They shouted even louder, "Why don't you listen? Your friends have already given up. You cannot do this. Stop trying." But something surprising happened. The frog inside the pit did not stop. In fact, he started jumping even harder, even higher. It seemed as if the shouting from above was actually motivating him instead of discouraging him. With one final powerful leap, he pushed himself higher than ever before. And suddenly, he reached the edge. With a final effort, he pulled himself out of the pit. He was finally free. All the other frogs were shocked. They surrounded him and asked in disbelief, "How did you do it? Didn't you hear us telling you it was impossible? Why didn't you give up like the others?" The frog looked at them with a gentle smile. Then he said something that surprised everyone. "I'm sorry," he said politely. "I couldn't hear anything you were saying." All the frogs looked confused. He continued, "You see, I am deaf. I cannot hear." The other frogs were stunned. The brave frog smiled again and said, "When I saw you shouting from above, I thought you were encouraging me. I believed you were cheering me on to keep trying. That is why I never stopped." This story teaches us a powerful lesson about life. In our journey, just like that frog, we will face many voices. Some people will encourage us, but many others will try to discourage us. They will say, "You can't do this. This is too difficult. You will fail. Don't even try." If we listen to every negative voice, we will lose confidence, just like the 2 frogs who gave up. But if we learn to ignore negativity, If we become deaf to discouraging words, if we keep believing in ourselves, then we can achieve what others think is impossible. Because the biggest obstacle in life is not difficulty, it is self-doubt created by negative voices. Remember this: people will talk when you do nothing. People will talk when you try something new. People will talk even when you succeed. That is their nature. But your job is not to stop them. Your job is to keep moving forward. So whenever you have a dream, whenever you are working towards a goal, be like that deaf frog. Ignore negativity. Focus on your efforts. Keep jumping. Keep trying. And one day, you will climb out of every pit life puts you in.